I want to share with you how to practice Yin Yoga, the essentials of practice, because Yin Yoga is quite a bit different from all the other practices. And actually, if you disregard these principles, the practice doesn't work. So, in case you're up into practicing Yin Yoga on your own, this is a bit of input what to take care of in order that the practice can really work. So first of all, Yin Yoga is a very slow practice. It is very slow because it doesn't work with the muscles actually. So it's not about stretching muscles, but it is actually addressing the fascia, the joints. It addresses ligaments. It addresses bones. That's all the rigid structure in our body. And this rigid plastic structure needs actually time to respond, time to become spacious. So if you hold a Yin Yoga posture for 30 seconds, you basically have no effects. So better hold it long. The recommendation is about 3 minutes. So when you hold the practice for 3 minutes, when you go into stretch, this is when actually fascia can start to give in. That fascia starts being moisturized, that joints start to open, that bones start to grow stronger. So in order for the practice, allow time to work. When you come into posture, what is important that you find actually your right position to practice. So Yin Yoga is not at all anything that is about outer alignment, but it is about the inner experience. So rather than check that your body is, in a correct place, listen to where you feel sensation, because this is what guides our Yin Yoga practice. The target area. So you need to know the target area. You need to know where you're supposed to feel something. Is this a posture that works now on the outer hips? Or is that a posture that works on the shoulder? Is that a posture that works on the lower back? So you need to know the target area. And then you need to come into the posture that you feel sensation in the target area. So there's no point in going into, let's say, pigeon. In Yin Yoga, we call it actually sleeping swan. And you're in the posture and actually what you feel is your knee. The posture actually cannot work. The practice cannot do anything good for you because the posture is not about stretching the knee. It's about stretching the outer hips. So this is an information that you need to have, and then move your body in a way that you actually bring a stretching sensation in the target area. So from outside, 5 different people practicing Yin, they look all completely different because our anatomy is just so individual that some need to put their leg a little bit more forward, some a little bit more in, some a little bit more back, some need to tuck toes, some need to point toes in order to get the stretch into the target area. So if you work without target areas, the practice cannot be very efficient on a physical level. So you want to feel the stretch and you want to feel it just enough that you can stay there for extended period of time. So we don't want to go into the max possible right from the beginning. I see that sometimes in Yin classes that people really go fully into their full expression, and I see in their face they can hold that for 5 breaths and then they really have to back off. This is not the right place to be in a stretch, in a sensation for Yin Yoga practice. So you want to feel something. And actually where the benefits come from is not so much in the maximum performance basically, but it is in holding that stretch over a prolonged period of time. So you come into the posture and you want to feel something in the target area, but you want to feel it light enough that you are not needing to come out within the next 5 breaths. So you want to be comfortably in the stretch for 3 to 5 minutes. So that's important. And it is that as we practice, your body might open and give in, and suddenly, woof, you feel you go much deeper into the practice. If this invitation comes naturally out of the body, follow along. If you feel actually, whoa, now we are in for 30 seconds and it's too much, also always back off. Like if you feel you overdid something, you went in too fast, too much, which comes very much from just how we are trained to walk through life. I definitely had a long time to get away from max performance right from the beginning, and rather to ease into the practice. So you want to come as deep where the body naturally stops, that you feel something in the target area, and then just allow time to work. What's important too is that the body is completely relaxed. The muscles are completely relaxed. Because we are not working on stretching muscles, we're not working with the muscles, but we want to work with fascia. We want to work with tendons, with ligaments, with the joints. And if we contract the muscles around the joint that we are working with, let's say we're working with the hip stretch, but actually what you do is contracting the glutes and contracting the thigh, because the stretch is feeling intense and maybe feeling too much because you went too far, too fast, then actually you can never address these tissues that are deeper. You can never actually address the joints and the fascia and the connective tissues. So what's important is that the muscles that surround the target area, they are completely relaxed. Basically, if you do a hip opener and let's say you clench your fist, that's fine because there's not so much direct connection. But even to relax the hands, to relax the facial expression will help to deepen an overall relaxation and will help also the breath to calm down. And there is a crucial relevance for the breath to slow down when it comes to how Yin Yoga can make you feel on a more mental and spiritual level. So try to keep your body completely disengaged in the practice. Also, what's important when you're disengaged, when you hold for a long time, that you're not adjusting and fidgeting. So if you feel you're too deep in the posture, definitely come out, do something about that. But other than that, it doesn't help the practice to adjust or to, bring the arm then a little further out or in, or, tuck something under, because like all these adjustments kind of put you back almost a little bit to where you started from. And in this way, you're losing what you went into the practice already with. So only if you're too deep in the practice, back off. Definitely, if there's pain in the practice, definitely do something about that. Other than that, just marinate in the posture and refrain from going too deep, too fast right from the beginning. So generally, the Yin Yoga practice is different from restorative yoga. So in Yin Yoga practice, you definitely feel sensations, you feel stretch, you feel something in the body, and you're supposed to feel something in the body. So it's not all about just feeling completely at ease and relaxed. So there is this intensity of sensation in the practice, but it should never go into the area where sensations become sensations of pain. So if there is any burning sensation when you do a practice, if there is very localized, sharp sensations when you practice, when there is electrical sensations, when something falls numb or starts tingling, this is all signs that it's not working quite well what you do right now, and that you have to back off a little bit and to adjust. So these are sensations to really avoid and stay away from. But like if you feel sensations of, broader stretch and a sensation that's moving, first it's a little bit more up, then it goes a little bit more down and it comes up again. This is great sensations, or like sensations that are twirling downwards or that are tearing in a sense over broader areas of the body. That's great. That's what you want to stay with. But nothing sharp, nothing burning, nothing electrical, nothing that tingles over extended time, and nothing that makes the body go numb in an area or another. So basically, if you regard all of that, basically that you hold the posture for a prolonged period of time, 3 to 5 minutes, and the body being completely relaxed in this holding, that you're going as deep, that you start feeling something, but not to your maximum performance right from the beginning. And when you hold the practice still and you only stay with these sensations of stretch and you stay away from the pain sensations, you should be all good and Yin Yoga should be working for you. So I hope this is helpful for your practice, and I welcome you to just check out our practices on Yin Yoga. You find them here on YouTube. You find them within our Akasha Yoga Academy. And if you found that this was helpful for yourself, like the video, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'm very happy that we got the chance to connect and talk about how to practice Yin Yoga.